Swami Pragana. Hello.
Yes, yes. Are you hearing me?
Yes. Shall we start?
Hearing me?
Yes. Can you hear? Yes. Yes.
Yes, yes. Am I audible to you?
Yes.
Yes. So, which Upanishad we are discussing? It is the name of Ishavasya Upanishad. I said to you before, and it has 18 mantras are there. It has 18 mantras, and it's a small Upanishad. Mantra Brahmanayor Veda Namadheyam. It means the whole Upanishad or Veda is divided Mantra Bhaga, the part of Mantra, and part of Brahmana. It means Karma Kanda, action branch, and the knowledge branch. The Veda, the word Veda is knowing. To knowing the divine, our ancient teachers, gurus, acharyas, they have given the guideline to the scriptures. So, this Upanishad is very special because Vedanam antarantimo bhago iti Vedanta. Vedanta nam Upanishad sabda pramanam. Shastra says Upanishad sabda pramanam. This is Vedanta philosophy class, and in the base of Ishavasya Upanishad we are discussing. So Shastra says the Vedanta nam Upanishad. Vedanta means Upanishad sabda pramanam. By the listening, it has happens. So, for a spiritual practitioner who want to developing towards the divine, for them there is a advice by the ancient teacher that pauna paunena sravanam kuriyat abrutihi asatkrit upadeshat. Pauna paunena sravanam kuriyat abrutihi asatkrit upadeshat. It means the Advaita Vedanta philosophy is very deepest and vast and very subtle. That's why when you study it verbally, chanting this thought is very essential. That's why Pauna Paunan, again and again, you can listen. And in regarding the listening things, also in Yajnavakya, in our Broja process, Atmavare Shrotrabhyaha. Only in this universe, one subject is good to Atmavare. Vare means about. What is the Atma? What is the self? We have to listening again and again. So this Upanishad, what we are telling, we are discussing 2 class and 2 mantra. We have already discussing the particular Upanishad. Now we will see the number 3. Ashvaya namate loka andhena tamasa putaha sangste pratyabhigatsanti yeke atmahano janaha. See, when we start the Upanishad, I said, I described the first mantra and second mantra already. Here telling the first mantra, the subject is Ishavasya idam sarvam. It means God is everywhere. God is covering everywhere. It means God is all provide, omnipresent, omniscient, omnipotent. Without God, there is no second existence at all. What is seems to be in this perceiving world, it is Nama Rupa Vikar Matra. This is just a modification of name and form, the whole universe. And the existence of all the name and form, that is the divine, what is saying the first mantra. And second mantra says, the person, those have ego, those have identification with karma, it means kurbanne veha karmani jiji bisat samaha evam twai nanyate tosti na karma lipyate nara. The second mantra, this says, for realizing God, you have to do some karma. Is giving advice to doing niskama karma. Even though karma and knowledge is not equal, that's why they're saying in different places, knowledge is only the way of moksha. Moksha means to be experiment the happiness within. Neha nanasti kinchana. There is no second thing, and this is the knowledge. And it's saying, Nahi jnana sadrisham pavitrang iha vidyate. Gita says, there is no second thing in this universe which can compare with this knowledge. And jnana eva kaivalyam. Only by knowledge you can realize it. That's why sannyasa sravana kurya. So the second mantra we have discussed, they said, in this year, you can have desire to living 100 years to doing Agnihotra ritual activities. Then what happened? What is your ego, the identification of your life to be doing Nishiddha karma? It means if you don't do Shastriya karma, the discipline of the Shastra, the scriptures, you must have joining in the bad. That's why to be withdrawn from the wrong activities. To withdraw from the wrong activities, here says you have to engage the karma. What karma? The ritual karma. Because without that, the abhihita karma, from the bad karma, you cannot be withdraw yourself. The only way that to be joining the good karma is the best way to be withdrawn from the good karma, bad karma. If you want to be withdrawn from bad karma, what you have to do? You have to do that to always good. Even though you can desire to live 100 years, it's not bad. But you have to Kshatriya karma. What scripture says, vidhi nisheda. Vidhi you have to do, nisheda means you don't. So I can just revise 1 and 2. First mantra saying, God is all provide everywhere, only one existence remaining everywhere. Second mantra says, the human being, those are in this path of divine, they have to do karma. Because laziness, ignorance never makes you happy. Laziness, letharginess, and ignorance, delusion never makes you happy, free from this bondage of the life. So first, see, suppose develop. Oh, what is that thing? Where is it? Can I get actually the thing is, I just explained the achievement of the thing, the best of the thing. So curious to listen. Then telling for that you have to perform action. What action? You keep desire 100 years. Shut up. Are you hearing me? Hello.
Hello.
Just 1 minute. I'm checking my text because it is a network maybe problem.
Can you hear?
Yes, yes, yes.
Good.
Are you hearing me?
Yes.
Am I audible to you?
We can continue.
Hello.
Hello. We
Yes,
can-
yes, 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 yes. Are you hearing me?
Yes.
Yes. So just like connecting the previous mantras and Upanishad, the word Upanishad I have described, or mantra bhaga or and knowledge part. And now you see, I'm giving a brief idea. The human life, when one can progress the path of divine to experiment the God, to realizing the divinity, going to samadhi, will be samadhi, then first of all, you have to do karma. You have to do karma, action. So first mantra saying, what is God, what is the divinity, how where it is. Second saying, you have to do karma. You can have desires of 100 years living, do karma. What karma? Niskama karma. Unconditional, unexpected, undesirable. Third mantra says, Asuya namate loka andhena tamasab. If you don't do, if you don't proceeding in the path of divine, you just damage your life. Mahati Vinasti. As per our Upanishad, that Kena Upanishad says, Mahati Vinasti. यह चेद वेदित तथा सत्यमस्ति न चेदि हा वेदितिन महति विनष्टि. This is 2 chapter number 5 Kenopanishad. Mahati Vinashti means you lost the great, you lost a great value life. So here he's telling ignorance, he criticizing the ignorance person. Yes, look, if you have book, you will see Asuya Namate Lokaha. What is Asuya? Related to devil. Asuya means devil. Asura, Asuya. Asuya means devil, related to devil. And Nama means it is famous. Te means they all. Lokaha, Loka means who is giving birth and death. generating a damage, create and destroy human being. Andhena, andhena means by the ignorance or by lot of pain and pathetic. Tamasa means ignorance. Abruta, covered. Tan, that both person they pratya, getting. What is the death? Abhigachanti, again and again they are getting. Yekecha, whoever he may be. Atma hanaha, atma ghati, who damage his life. Janaha, human being. Asurya namate loka andhena tamasabhrutaha Angste pratyabhigachanti yeke cha mahano janaha. So Asurya, Asura. You might have heard Asura. Asura means devil. What is devil? It's telling Asushu indriyeshu ramate iti asuya. Asushu indriyeshu. Asu means indriya, senses. Asu means senses. Ramanta means spending the life with sensual pleasure. They are asura. Asusu indriyeshu ramate iti asura. Means those are always spending their life the sensual pleasures, eating, looking, touching, smelling, looking, hearing. They are asura. You can calculate in the whole universe how many asura. Whole Europe, America, and India, how many asuras are there? 5 or 10. So if we are connecting to materialistic world, we are asura. If you asuhu indriyeshu ramate. Asu means asura. Even in Shastra says the goddesses, God and goddesses also asura. Because they also don't have Advaita Jnana, oneness, Jiva and Ishvara is one. They don't have this self-knowledge. They also living with the senses. That's why they are asura. Actually, the God and goddess are telling Sura. Sura means hero. Sura means hero. Asura means opposite, not hero. Zero. We can say zero means going wrong way. So some god, the goddesses also calculating in category of the asura because devata means gods or human being, whoever he may be, who has no self knowledge is asura. Very shortly, any may be human being, may be god and goddesses, may be other anybody. If you don't know yourself, you're living your life with sensual pleasure, materialistic world, focusing on the materialistic value, you are asura. So if in this way, if you calculate the whole world, how many asura you can get? Unlimited. Most of we. See, those expecting in his life to be consuming, to be entertaining more, lot of good things. So they doing some rituals as the Veda, the scripture says, and they go to the heaven and they consuming, they enjoying the good thing in the heaven by what they getting by the good karma. Asusu praneshu ramati iti asuraha Prana-poshakaha jnana-hina. Kevala prana-poshita eva api asura eva. In another place, what is asura? Asuya. I am explaining asuya. Asuya means asusu praneshu ramantu. Just those are, listen carefully, just those are living life for prana, keeping the prana. Anyway, I want to keep prana. I don't want any god. Iti asuraha. Prana poshakaha. Just for living the physical body, they use whole energy. The whole attention using to keeping the body. Jnana hina. They don't have knowledge of the self. Kevala prana poshano deva api asura. Means just they want to keep their breathing for consuming the world, enjoying the world. Prana poshaka. And try to keep their life. It means they're giving more importance the human physical body. And they have desire to be entertaining life. But unfortunately, what happened? In the same time, they forgot the great achievement of the life. What is the goal of the life? What should be getting in the human life? They don't have any interest regarding the God. They don't have any interest regarding the infinite. They don't have any interest regarding the eternal soul. But the human being is some extraordinary quality has given by God. Discrimination power. What Devata and the other creatures they don't have. That's why Ramacharita says, Bada bhagya se manava tanu manusa tanu pava. It's a great opportunity you getting a human body. And Vivek Chudamani, Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, Trividham narakassedam. Dullabang trayamaivetat. Daivanu grahetukam. Manushyattvam mumukhitva mahapurusha samsaya. Dullabam is very valuable. Is very valuable, like a diamond. Dullabam krayamaivetat. Three things is very valuable. Daivanu grahetukam, by the blessing of the God. What is that? Manushyattva mumukhitva, humanity. To getting human body with human nature is very difficult. So God gift a body of the human body is very valuable, and only human has capacity to be described, to be discrimination power. What is good, what is wrong, what I should be do, what should not I be do. Only human can be decided. Using his discrimination power, he can go towards the divine. He can connect with divine. But unfortunately, he does not have give importance to the God and always engage this changeable, always modifying, destroying lot of luxury things and with full attachment like an animal. Even though the human being has intellect and decision power, but is not using that. Just is addicted with lot of, that wine, wife, children, money, post, man, woman, respect. By that, they're revealing and attached with that. That is one type of animal life. So human and animal is equal there. That's why Shastra says, or scripture says, Ahara nidra bhayamachunacha etadvi samana pasubhi nara. Narubi pasuna. Narabi pasuna. Ahara nidra bhayamachunacha. Eating, sleeping, fear, and sex. these are equal for all human beings and animals. So what is the difference? That's why telling here, Ashu. Ashu means don't revealing only the senses life, sensual life. Little bit use your brain and the intellect, your mind to discover the reality of the life. What is my purpose of the life? What is the great achievement of the human life? From where I came, where I will be go, who am I? If you don't think, don't use your value, then you just lose your life. According to Bhagavad Gita, third chapter 16 number says, Evam pravartitam chakrang nanuvarta yati hayaha. It means, oh God, oh God, those human beings just going through by the nature where they are feeling better, good circumstance, and they do karma. They don't follow any Veda Vakya, the sentence of the Guru and scripture. And they always living the pleasure of the senses, they revealing in the sensual pleasure. Their life became, Vyartha means useless, valueless. Their life valueless, no value. Because evam pravartita chakra, you don't do the right karma and don't do your kartab, your duty, and always you are very lazy, you away from the duty and engage with sensual pleasures and materialistic entertainment, then your life becomes spoiled because you misuse your time and energy and body. All the senses is standing both sides. Vidyatmaka, avidyatmaka means towards the outside and inside. If you use your senses outside, it will habituate to go out. If you use your senses inside, it will habituate to in. The Jnanendriya, the sense of knowledge, Vidyatmaka, is giving direction. The Jnanendriya, sense of knowledge. And the Karmendriya, sense of action, follow the direction of the Jnanan, sense of knowledge. And the master of the senses is mind, and mind controlled by the intellect. So, human being can, by his intellect, they control, they follow the discipline of the Shastra and carry them in the path of truth. In other way, if the mind, the senses are totally addicted, attached with the sensual pleasure, it means the mind's senses occupied lot of desires and they connecting with the lovely things for senses. What is feeling lovely for senses? They're running towards and don't use their buddhi. And they think there is happy. And they under control by mind, intellect, and senses. Then the human life goes to the path of poison, opposite way of the truth. They're never getting chance to be experiment God because God is not a person here. God is eternal, infinite blissfulness. If you are connected with Asuya Lokaha, you never. Loka means birth and death. and you sensual pleasure. You does not have idea the value of the human being. That's why in Kathopanishad, second chapter, first mantra says, Paranchikhani datrunat swayambhos tasmat parang pasyati nantaratman kaschidhirah pratyagatma namekhyat abrutta chakshur amrutattvamichan. Kathopanishad 2:1:1 is telling Swayambhu, the god, Paranchikhani, Tasmat Parang Pasyanti Naantaratma. This sound, touch, smell, fame, whatever, all the senses is connecting to outside. And these senses, for the real knowledge, they create the sense. For the real knowledge, God created the senses. Without the knowledge of the senses, human being cannot know the quality of the knowledge also. So, this subject of senses we can use in the proper way. How much and how can we use it? We can have idea. If we don't have, we always attach with the senses. Vishasakta. So most of people, due to less viveka, less discrimination power, most of people running towards the outside, looking, touching, smelling. Prabhuti, Nibruti, Dharma. There are two type of dharma, Prabhuti and Nibruti. Prabhuti means you can join, go towards. Nibruti means you can keep away. Shastra always says, what is good, you join with that. You practice it. Bad, keep away from that. That's why in our Bhagavad Mahapuran, there is a small story. There was a king, he has two wives. One is Suruchi, another Suniti. Two wives. Suniti, Suruchi. The first wife Suniti, first wife. Second wife Suruchi. Suniti means Niti means discipline, law. Su means good law, good discipline, good rules. First wife, good rules. The name of the king is Uttanapada. Uttanapada. And second wife is Suruchi. Ruchi means interest, like. Suniti, good discipline, good rules, good law. And next is not law, Suruchi, good liking, good interest. If you like to eat sweet, you eat. If you like to go to movie, film hall, you go. If you like to murder somebody, you murder. If you like to sleeping more, you can sleep. If you like to eating meat, you can eat. Whatever you like, that too. That is second wife. Whatever mind says, you allow your senses to do that. That is Suruchi. Suniti means is very disciplined. What should we do? That should we do, not here and there. If it is right, I will do this. If it is bad, I don't allow any sense. Suniti. But the king is very close with second wife. We are the king. We have two buddhi, two wife. Story is just for in our life we can use it. The Uttanapada, we are Uttanapada. The the two feet is opposite buddhi person, not right buddhi, opposite buddhi. Uttanapada, the feet is up. We are human being, the jiva, and two wife, two intellect, two buddhi. One is suniti, follow the discipline, rules, dharma. Another is adharma. What he like, he can do that. She can do that. But whom we like, we love to whom? The suruchi. The king loved the suruchi, not suniti. The king never liked the suniti. He liked the suruchi. I like to smoking cigarette. I smoke because I look the suruchi. What I like that I will do. The king is doing. And the second wife says, "You are my husband." The first queen is a servant here. She don't have any power. She cannot sit with me. I'm the superior. You respect me. And the king is so addicted with the wife, second wife. We are the king. We are addicted with the second wife. Means sensual pleasure, materialistic entertainment. But Suniti, Suniti, the first wife, give birth a baby whose name is Dhruva. Dhruva. Dhruva means truthfulness, truth person. And Suniti, Suruchi, giving a birth Uttama. Materialistic Uttam. Uttam is best materialistic attraction boy. Are you hearing me? The first wife, the Suniti, son is Dhruva. One day, he was going to sitting the lap of the father, Uttanapada. The second wife is just sitting there, is holding the hand of the Dhruva and telling, "Get out from here. You have no right to sit the lap of the father. Because if you want to sit in the lap of this father, you have to come to in my home and I will give birth to you, then you can sit. Otherwise, you cannot." And hold his hand and dragging to him, telling, "Get out." Then the baby feeling so pain, 7-year baby. "My father, I cannot sit in the lap of my father." And the second mom telling like this. And immediately he go back to his own mother and asking his mother why they are misbehaving. And father does not say anything. Father keeps silence. When our senses, our mind going to outside, our father, the intellect keeps silence. The ego keeps silence, not saying anything. Then Suniti said, God's this this is the wish of the God. Don't worry. God will take care of you. Then Dhruva asked him, who is the God? Where is he living? God is everywhere, but God is living the deep forest. God is living the big deep forest, the alone place. Then the Dhruva in the midnight left his home and go inside the forest. The king's son, the king's son. If the mom says the God is living in the forest, the alone, then immediate the Dhruva at the night, midnight, slowly hidingly, very silent, leave the bedroom, go in the 7 years baby. And searching, my mom says, where is the God? Where is the God? Oh God, you come. I want to talk to you. Where are you? No God is coming. He's shouting, whole tigers, animals, elephants, bears, lions, snakes, lot of things are there. Deep forest. Then immediate God sending the energy, the Shakti, Lakshmi. Lakshmi can take care of him and giving fruits this time. And Narada Maharshi came and giving a mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva. Giving a mantra and telling you chant it. Sit under the banyan tree and Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva. And he's chanting long time. Lord Vishnu came in front of him and he asking what you want. He said, I don't want anything. My father may be feeling so pain because I left home without informed. When I go back, my father will accept me and all his pain will be removed. This I want. I don't want anything. And after he left the home, his father, his mother, everybody searching to him. At last he go back there and he can accepted as a king this time. Anyway, though our topic is how are Suruchi Suniti to intellect. So we are telling Lokaha. Lokaha means here is not a place. Lokaha means here the yoni, the birth. Loka means birth. The mantra says Asya namate loka. Loka means birth. Means see, this is a person who has no self knowledge is equal to animalistic. By the prarabdha, due to the prarabdha, they can living the life. But lokaha means the birth. Lokaha karam lokyante drishyate bhujyante iti janmani. It means in which place, which result of karma and consuming happening, and whether you birth and death, that is loka. Loka. And next telling, andhena tamasabhuta. What is the andhena tamasabhuta? Andhena tamasabhuta telling, andha means blind. Tamas means inertia. Abruta means cover. It means asura sambandhi, asuya lokaha, those are getting rebirth, asuya, asura, devils, devil nature people, they don't have any knowledge of Atma, self, that is ignorance. That is ajnana, ignorance. Due to ignorance, they have ego, andhena. Andhena means the ignorance. Andhena means you can say blind means darkness, ignorance. Due to ignorance, they have ego and my thought, mamata, is covered by ego, arrogance, and attachment, abhinivesha. The I thought, this type of self-knowledge, less self-knowledge people, atmahanaha, atmaghati. Atmaghati means atmahanaha janaha. Atmahanaha atmaghati janaha. Atmahanana means what? Who murder the Atma. Atmahanan. Then question is coming, is it possible to murder the Atma, self? Why telling Atmahana? Atmahana hanaha janaha. Now we will focus what is Atmahanana jana. Atma means self. Atma means self. Hanana. Hanana means damage. Damage the self. Here is telling damage the self means actually nabhava vidyate satah. The truth never absents. Truth is always remaining. It was, it is, it will be. Nainam chinnati sastrari, nainam dahati pava. Na chainam predam tyapana so seti madu. Achidyo madayo makladyo sosyavata. Nitya sarvagata sthanu. Achalo yung sanat. Bhagavad Gita says, this Atma never destroyed. By the water it never wet. By wind it never flowing, going here and there. By the fire it will not be born. By the sword you cannot be caught it. Abhinasi tu tad vidhi yena saramidam tatam vinasa abhyasyasya nakasit kartumarhasi. Second chapter 16 number. Abhinasi tu tad vidhi 2:16 Bhagavad Gita. Abhinasi tu tad vidhi. Tu tat vidhi. You should be known that Atma is Abhinasi, never change. Yena sarva idam tatam is all providing. Vinasa abhyasyasya nakasit kartumarhati. Abhinasi is self. Abhinasi Atma, nobody can damage it. That's why in second chapter 20 also telling, Jaya najayate mriyate va kadachin nayam bhutva bhavita va na bhuyah ajo nitya saspatayam purano nahanyate hanyamane sarire najayate na mriyate na kadachit. Never it create and destroy. Nayam bhutva na bhavita na bhuyah ajo nitya. Ajo, Nitya, Saspata, eternal, unchangeable, unmodified. It was, it is, it will be. Nahanyate hanyaman. With the death of the body, damage of the body, the self never damage. So then why is telling Atmaghati? Is telling Atmaghati means if you don't control your senses, if you don't control your mind, you cannot become introvert. Always you focus all your life, your energy, your money, your senses outside materialistic, the sensual pleasure, which is not permanent. It keeps change always. If you focus on that, you lose your life. You lost your life. Your valuable human life you will be destroyed by your own hand. Because the great achievement of the human life is to be discover his own self. Dharma, artha, kama, moksha. The Purushaka, the last effort is moksha. That is lost. Due to the ignorance, you don't know the self. And you think body is the self. And you not give importance the divine. You think body is the God. I am the body. I am the mind. I am the energy. Nothing in this world. It is, but you cannot be know. You should not be know. You don't have knowledge. The God is Atma, the self is Amaratva, immortal, Ajanma, never born. If you don't know and you go the opposite way of this knowledge, Prakruta Gyan, natural knowledge, Anatma, not Atma, that is Atma Ghati. That is saying Atma Ghati. Atma Ghati means you murder your life. You giving less importance than valuable. Like we have given the example. Suppose you have a gold, 1 kilo gold, and you took the gold and selling the market like a vegetable.
Atmagati.
You sell what
is the word? Atmagati?
Atmaghati.
Ghati.
That means damage the self. Hanana means ghati. Atma hanaha janaha. Jana means human being. Atma hana means atmaghati, who damage the self. Because to, to don't know the self is great papa. Without knowing the self, without knowing the God, if you know a lot of things in this materialistic world, objective world, you're going towards always the objective world. You don't know your God, yourself. You are a great papi. Papi means sin person, greatest sin. Why? Because all the papa, all the sin has some remedy. Do some rituals, doing some job or doing some puja. You can maybe a little bit relax. There is some concession. That sin, there is some concession. There is some relaxation. There is some, help by the God and Goddess. If you don't know yourself, then no compromise. There is no any way to be prashchita karma. We have say prashchit means you did some mistake, then you get punishment little bit, it will be recovered. Suppose you telling a lie, whole day you don't take any food, giving punishment to yourself. Then you will be little bit free from that. But if you don't know yourself, for that there is no any compromise. That is the great papa. For all the papa, there is some compromise. There is some way to be relaxed. But here, no compromise. That is Atma Ghati, Atma Hanana Jana. So, in pure soul, if you superimposing on pure soul, body, mind, and intellect, that is the Atma Ghati. That's Atma Hanana Jana. I was telling you the example. Suppose you have a uh, half kilo, 500 gram gold piece in your home. 500 gram gold piece. And you went to the market, sell, you can sell that like a vegetable, the potato, give for 100 rupees, and you come back. So the ghati, you ghati is telling hanana, means ghati, atma hanana, atma ghati, means you aghata, agat means damage the value of the gold. Without your ignorance, you don't know the value of the gold, you're selling like a potato in the market. What nonsense. The gold is very expensive. If you sell half kilo, you became maybe trillions, billions of money. But just for 100 rupees, you sell it and come back. Why? You don't know the value of the gold. That's why you think it is like a vegetable. So human being does not know the value of the human being. That's why they lost their life, they damage their life, they ruin their life, they investing their life just for money, 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 wife, children, children, family, building, car, relationship, social respect, entertainment, this, that. That is Atma Hanana, Atma Ghat. Janaha, Atma Ghat is Jana. Last one, Jana. What is Jana? Janaha, Jayatiti Janaha, Jayatiti Jantu also. Jayate Jana means create, birth. Who is create is Janaha. And who is animal also Jana. That's why Jana means human being, Jana means animal, both. But here Jana means it's using plural form. Its meaning is The average people of the world, Atmaghati, Atmahanan, they damage their life. They don't know the value of the human life. They don't know what is the achievement of the one human life. They don't know who am I. Really, to be released from this painful life, to be getting the God lesson is very valuable. Atmaghati, who does not have giving importance, wasting their time and energy for sensual pleasure, that foolish person, for that foolish person, ignorance person are telling Janaha here. So those are Atmaghati, means he's saying Atmahanana Janaha, they don't happy in this life or for their life. Asya namate loka, asya namata loka. So the human body is very special and greatest. Manusa tanu pava, bada bhaga se manus tanu pava, dullava manusatvam. Shastra says. So by the grace of the God, we getting the human body in this world. And this valuable, respectful, intellectual human life value you don't know. So we away from the Paramatma, the God, and we engage our whole energy, time, life, and money for the entertainment. Kama bhoga. But in Panchadasi, they have written down, Vidyaranaka Muni, Nadatu kama kaman upabhogena samyate. By enjoying, by entertaining the objective world more, you never become satisfied. There is not a end point, last point. Whether you feel it is happens, I don't need anything. You increase, your desire increase more and more. How? The fire is fiery, the fire and the fire, if putting ghee more and more, it will burn more and more. It never will be stop. It never will be stop. That's why a spiritual practitioner, a student, a devotee, those are love to God, they love their guru, they have to have understand the value of the human life. How the life is so valuable. My great goal of the life to be experiment the God within the eternal peace. So even though some those are getting the human body, but they don't connecting with God, just spending their life for the entertainment, luxury, materialistic luxury, and what they connecting with them, the majestic what they attach, they addicted with that desires, and they controlled by the senses, and so much addiction, vishasakta, and they became indisciplined mind person. And without entertainment, the world they cannot keep silence. That's why they're telling Asura Atmaghat, Atmahanan. To be collecting this materialistic object and to consuming, to entertaining the world, they are became arrogance, anger, humanless, jealousy, greediness, undiscrimination power. All the qualities they are take care. This type of human being, the abhiveki, those have no discrimination power, they are occupied by the agyan, ignorance, and away from the main purpose of the life. The God is the everything, is unlimited, nitya, eternal, shat is truth. They don't believe and they go against that way. By that, they damage their whole life. So he's telling here, Asya namate loka andena tamasapita tangste pratyabhigachati. Pratyabhigachati. Pratya means up to towards the death. Abhigachati going. they're going towards the death. ये के ये के ये के च आत्महन जन. That आत्महन जन, आत्मघाती people, those wasting their life just for the materialistic entertainment and consuming, they are rebirth. Punarapi janamam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jatasam. Again coming, going, and again coming the home of the mother, mom, and always after big growth of the body, again get married and money and this, that, eating, you become old and go left the world. So they are avivek. No, they don't have distress power. They are atma ghati. They are a murderer of the self. Their life became spoiled and damaged. So here, criticize the Agyan. Those are not going towards the God. Those are always going the materialistic entertainment. They are Agyan, ignorant person, is criticized by here. First mantra saying everywhere God. Second mantra doing karma, unnecessary karma. Third, it's telling the value of the human life. How, if you don't have knowledge, you're going towards the materialistic world, prabhuti, how it is totally valueless, and how the human goal is great goal, and importance of the God is explained very nicely by this month. Okay. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadasyade Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyade. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Ayam.